Yes, good evening. Welcome to the Harmony and Strength Show. Our goal is to promote health and well being in the various areas of life and to educate and empower you with holistic information for optimum living. I am Simbi,
And I'm Helene.
and
Together,
we are Harmony and Strength.
harmony and strength.
Now, as we begin, we want to invite you to like our Facebook page at Harmony and Strength and make sure you visit our website, www.qualityheartbeats.com, to partake in some of our offerings for your optimal enjoyment of life. Also, check out our new product called Sweet and Tight. I'm actually going to share that with everyone now. And sit tight and check out Sweet and Tight.
Come, experience the wonders of sweet and tight. We follow nature's way by going deep at the cellular level to pull toxins out of your body, leaving you fresh as spring. A freshness that carries the hypnotic fragrance of pheromones, producing a sweet surrender. When used regularly, this special blend of fruit extracts will allow you and your partner to enjoy the continued sweetness of your feminine nectar. Order now at www.qualityheartbeats.com.
Wonderful,
Yes.
wonderful, wonderful. That's our ad by that beautiful voice you hear in the background. Actually, is our special guest today or tonight, Miss Kenda Bell. How are you?
Hi, gentlemen. Thank you so much for having me. I am so excited to be on your awesome show and to talk about joy. So thank
Wonderful,
you. I appreciate it.
wonderful. Yes, Kenda
Joy,
Bell is
joy,
going to be.
joy,
Yes, she's going
joy,
to be talking
joy.
to us about the joy factor. But let me tell you a little something about Miss Bell here. Essence Magazine's best-selling author, she is, and an empowerment coach. Kenda Bell is a self-proclaimed spiritual nutritionist and facilitator. She began her career as a model in her hometown of Baltimore, Maryland. More than a pretty face, Kenda worked to be a voice for women facing adversities. She gets women unstuck using techniques that she has applied to her own life. Kenda spends her time advocating for women and empowering them to get spiritually fit. She hosted her own radio show, The Current, and appeared on Women Talk Live. She is most well known for her work For Every Love, There Is a Reason, an Essence Magazine best-selling novel. Kenda tours the country making public appearances, offering private sessions and leading workshops. She doesn't give you the answers. She knows you are your own expert. She strives to reveal the answers that are already in you. Her mantra is your spiritual health is a priority because you are the priority. So, Kenda,
Yes.
we're going to jump right in.
Okay.
What is a spiritual nutritionist?
Well, a lot of us are very focused on our physical health, but we do not look at our spiritual health. We do not look at things that we hear and we see and we speak. We are digesting all types of information every day through our five senses on a daily basis. And a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times people are dealing with a lot of challenges that they could actually learn to transform into these opportunities for growth and expansion if they take a look at their spiritual diet. And I help folks get unstuck. That's very important. Spiritual
Wonderful.
health is the foundation for your physical health.
Hmm.
And a lot of people really don't get that. They really don't.
So, in other words, people are spiritually malnutrition, huh?
There's a people are, yes, spiritually malnutrition, or they are spiritually obese. There are a lot of
Mm.
people that are carrying um, lots of burdens,
Oh.
memories, pains, hurts that is weighing them down where they can't even move. And
Mm.
then, as you said, there are people that are spiritually anorexic, and they are living off of junk food items that are not fortifying them, and they are not moving as strongly as they can. and
So,
Yeah.
and I help loads of people to really look at their day-to-day habits and recalibrate their spiritual health.
Yeah,
mm.
I can see how being weighed down with burdens and negative thoughts, self-image, negative self-images, and all those type things can take an individual away from the essence of joy. So
Yes,
from the way that you are describing it, it's like the first step is to get rid of those toxic memories and experiences and thoughts and all that, so that there be an opening pathway for joy.
definitely. I mean, even to one of the main things are ants. Now, when you think about ants, what are they? They're these little insects that crawl out when they smell something sweet, right? Am I right or wrong, gentlemen? Right?
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
one of the
they
reasons when they
st-
come out.
and they
So
start
I'm
off.
agreeing with you.
Oh, okay. Thank you. And they start off with one. Then all of a sudden, you have a whole colony, and they are devouring that sweet thing. Ants in human beings are automatic negative thoughts,
Mm.
and they invade us with one little thought. Once we start feeling something sweet, or we're we're thinking about something that's positive, that ant will come and try to devour it, and all it takes is one thought, and then the whole colony comes. One of the main things that folks say, the big ant, the mother ant, that a lot of people say, that I have trained myself not to say, I am broke. What are you
Mm.
saying?
Yeah. What are we saying when we say I am broke? That's a huge statement right there.
What is something that is broke is what? Inoperable?
Mm.
Well,
It's,
you can look at it as they are in need of repair.
Hmm.
I mean,
yes.
if you okay, I give you a prime example. I went through a
Mhm.
period of depression. I mean,
Mhm.
I was depressed, no denying about it, but I was in denial of it. I was in denial of the fact that I was depressed.
Mhm.
And because I was in denial of it, I tried to cover it up with this, drugs, religion,
Mhm.
all matters, until I just had to face the fact, with the information in front of me, I'm depressed.
Right.
Once I
I went.
did that,
Mhm.
then there was the opening for me to get some help.
Right. That's true. Now, when I say that, and that's very true, you can look at it that way. But most of the time, when people say I'm broke, they're talking about money.
Hmm.
Okay.
People can say I'm broken, but the number one ant that people say, man, I'm broke again. I'm broke again. I ain't got no money. I'm broke.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I see
and
what you mean.
and do we now? we can either fix, as you shared, the broken thing, or do we keep things that are broken? Some people just toss them aside. And when we're constantly telling ourselves, for instance, there's many other ones. I'm dumb. That was stupid.
Oh,
Why did I
man.
mean I can go on and on and on, but I'm broke is the number one. The number one that keeps us hindered. Because a lot of people feel that they can't do certain things because of money. And when you associate money with being broke, you are telling your mind and spirit that because of lack of money, you can't do anything. You're inoperable at the moment. And your whole operandi is money. And we're more than that, right?
So,
Cut you
so
off with
Kenda,
the
let me
negative
ask you.
abundance.
Let me ask you then.
Hmm.
These ants, automatic negative thoughts, correct?
Hmm.
Well, we know, you on a picnic trying to get your grub on. Ants show up, they smell a party, they come and they
Hmm.
invade the party. You get ants in the house. What is a solution to these automatic negative thoughts? Because they're ants are pests. It's like you're trying to enjoy yourself. You're trying
Hmm.
to, eat your food, have a relaxing time with your significant other, with the family and friends, and these
Right.
ants come invading. These automatic negative thoughts, these pests come and invade. What's the solution? How do we get rid of these ants?
I'm glad that you asked. Great segue. Thank you. Now, the main sweet spot that ants love is joy, right?
Mm, hmm.
They love joy. It always seems that when we're feeling optimistic or hopeful or joyful, sometimes we look for, I bet you something gonna happen. I can't fully enjoy this. So you have to cultivate that joy on such a level that it's so strong and so sweet, but you also have the tools and the mechanism to kill them on site. And that's what I will be teaching. Part of it, I'm going to be teaching a lot, but the joy factor is to me the essence and the foundation for living a better life mentally. Because if you don't have joy, what do you have? Hardship, tiredness, despondency. I can go on and on. I mean, you can function through life without joy, but it will be very hard, don't you think?
Yeah. So
So,
you
so when
said
you
you go.
when you speak of joy, question.
Nah, go ahead, bro. You got it.
Now, I was going to ask, when you speak of joy, you're
Hmm.
not necessarily talking about happiness, laughter. You're speaking of a state of mind or a state of existence where you're functioning at what they call that in athletics when you're in the zone.
There you go. That's a good analogy. I'm going to have to add that to my curriculum. For because that's exactly it. Joy is a state of being. It's not a feeling. That's one of the things that I think we miss. Joy is a state of being. Okay? There is a saying in church that says, "This joy that I have, the world didn't give it, and the world cannot take it away." Have you heard that before?
Yes.
Heard?
Yes.
Now, just saying that, doesn't that sound powerful? This joy that I
Yeah.
have, you're owning your joy because you
Hmm.
know it's from here. It's
Hmm.
not out there.
Hmm.
Now, when we talk about happiness, laughter, vitality, beauty, peace. Those are the byproducts of cultivating joy. Those are the feelings that are more prominent when you have a healthy joy factor operating in your daily life. And in saying that, I'm not going to sit on here and say, oh, I'm happy all the time, because that would be a total lie. There may be some people that are happy all the time and they laugh at everything. And yeah, I don't know those people. Honestly, I don't know them. But what I do know, who I do know, is I know joyful people. And the idea is that your joy is knowing that whatever goals you have are to pass. They are already here, and you are growing through the process. You're not going through anything, because going through gives it a very transient, victimish smell to it. When I'm growing through something, that means that I am getting stronger,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gaining knowledge, and I'm gaining more power. So when you're growing through something, you must cultivate joy through the opportunities to learn. We need to, so again, that's part of what the Joy Factor course is going to teach you. I'm
Okay,
going
that's what I was going to ask you. I
to,
was going to ask you, what's the name of the course?
okay, thank you. The name of the course is called The Joy Factor.
Mm.
Cultivating joy while you are living through the process. Now, I said that because people are used to hearing the going through, but I'm going to recalibrate people's thinking in
Mm-hmm.
5 weeks. I'm going to take people through the tools that I have learned through
Mm-hmm.
jujumama.com, and as well as my own life challenge when I had been diagnosed with breast cancer last May.
Well, I want you to get into that, but before you do, um, now you said your course can be found on jujumama.com. All right,
Yes.
I'm going there now. I'm gonna pull it up and I'm gonna screen share it so
Thank you
that
so much.
everyone can see how to get there. Well, let me share my screen.
Thank you.
Uh,
Um, the
The
joy,
joy.
can you see it?
yes, I see the screen.
Okay, up top it says yeah, you go to jujumama.com
Oh,
forward
great.
slash courses and you scroll
Hmm.
down and
Oh,
you click on the Joy Factor with Kenda Bell. There it is, right there.
Yep, right there.
that's beautiful. And see that woman is on a train.
Hmm.
She's going somewhere. She's
Hmm.
going through trees. She's going through the forest. But what she's actually doing is she's growing through and she's looking at the scenery and she's taking it in because she knows that there's value
Hmm.
in the valley. I'm a church girl. That's that's my foundation. There's value in the valley.
So cultivating joy through any life experience.
That's right.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So now we're gonna take a little pause for the cause,
Okay.
you know, because harmony and strength, we also have a product that can bring some joy into people's lives.
Really? Do
Yeah,
tell.
yeah, and it's called Sweet and Tight. Um,
Mm.
Haleen, tell
Yes,
everybody
sir.
how Sweet and Tight can bring some joy into your life.
Well, we developed the product based on the way that nature itself operates, and we know that the environment that we're living in is full of toxins, So in order to get the best benefit of our body, the female herself, she detoxes every month.
Mm-hmm.
She pulls the toxins out of her system. And we also know that what we eat is what we are, in the sense that our bodies conform to our diet. So we put the product together. We put the ingredients in that pull toxins out at the cellular level, go deep into the cellular level to pull those toxins out, and then we add fruit extracts to add the extra flavor, which gives the woman a beautiful scent and a beautiful taste. So we call it sweet and tight.
Oh,
Excellent.
wow.
Excellent. And I'm going to show you the website. Here it is right here. So you go to qualityheartbeats.com and you scroll down. Our product, Sweet and Tight. Click it on and make that purchase for your loved one. Purchase one for yourself, purchase one for your loved one, and add some joy to your life.
And it's also important to state that men can also benefit from this product. We have, speak to the women because women are already there, but we have
Mm-hmm.
That's
to
right.
bring men up to this understanding as well, because ladies want an enjoyable experience too. If they partake in oral pleasure, they want they want the man to be flavorful and smelling good,
Mm-hmm.
looking good. So yeah, it's for both men and women.
That is good to know. Now, I will say that I have used the product, and it already, how can I say this? It enhanced my freshness and my sweetness. So I would strongly suggest that people add a little joy
Yes,
in
yes, yes.
their other areas while they're working on their spiritual. It's always good to add some joy to the
Yes.
body.
All one.
Yes.
Heaven and earth is one unit. I don't know why we try to separate heaven from earth, but it's all one.
That's
As
right.
above, so below.
That's right. So Miss Bell, now
Yes.
we're talking a lot about joy, but could you tell us how has joy helped you in your life? How has the joy factor helped you in your life?
Okay. Well, I will tell you, I've always been what I thought was a happy person. You know, optimistic, happy-go-lucky for the most part. I would get mad and upset, but for the most, I was always kind of a quote-unquote happy person until I went through life's challenges. I lost my job, I lost my place, lost my car, lost my man, had to move back home. All types of craziness was occurring to me. Were coming to me in my life. My son was in his junior year of college, and it seemed like everything was coming crashing down. So even though I thought I was functioning, that I was doing it, I was still doing it. I was actually functioning on, how can I say, superficial additives
Mm,
that were not giving me any spiritual nutritional
mhm,
value. I would meditate, I would dance, I would do all these different things. I would get down, depressed, vent, process, go out to eat, you name it, I did it. But my joy was very low. And I was still functioning in a very husk of my actual self for a long time. And it
mhm,
was not until I really had to deal with that was until, I'm sorry if I misphrased that, but basically everything came to a head when I was diagnosed with cancer last
mm.
March. And that was when I had to,
Last March or a year ago.
a year ago,
Okay.
yes, a year ago. And I had to really pay attention to myself. And it was a very immediate, scary time. But one of the things that came into my spirit was that I had to decide if I was going to be more joyful and focused on living a better life and a more abundant life than I was afraid of dying. Let me say that
Mm.
again. I had to boost up the idea of living more so than the fear of dying. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that that was a huge factor in the healing that I went through. I can tell you the doctors I saw, the diets that I did, I can tell you all of that. But if I did not, if I did not grow through that and cultivate joy, I would have probably had to take chemo, radiation, and lost weight. I've actually gained weight. My skin is the clearest it has been in years.
So, so you actually addressed the cancer without the chemo.
Yes,
Are you
because I'm sorry.
are you cancer free today?
I am 101.3% survival rate.
Oh
And that
wow.
is with a 3% error.
Yeah, that's powerful. That's powerful. And I can tell you, Kenda, that when you took the attitude and the mindset that you was going to live, and the fear of dying was eliminated from your thought pattern, you eliminated so much stress. Because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people don't know that stress is that, I mean, it is a destroyer because it just causes you constrict, and in that constricted state, you're not consuming the nutrients, you're not
Mm-hmm.
uh, you're not open to pleasure. It just causes the disease to accelerate. But when you took on the
Exactly.
mindset that you was going to live, that just took the stress out of your life, and now all the nutrients that you took and everything else started working.
Exactly. And also, too, I had to look at my life as a whole because I have a pretty healthy diet. Cancer does not run in my family. There was no quote unquote logical reason, I guess, or medical I don't know like what the term is, but hereditarily I should not have had it. But it was an excess of estrogen, which
Yeah,
meant that my body was seeking to nurture itself. Now, I'm not going to get off into all of that because you have to take my course.
That's right.
and you get
But
ready to get into the metaphysics of it all.
right, but because I will share, because I had the tumor in my breast, not only did I have to deal with the physical entity that was attempting to invade me, but I also had to look at it as to say thank you for bringing this to my attention because I was not nurturing myself at all. And a lot of times, I'm sorry.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
I
oh,
feel you. I
oh, I'm
understand
sorry.
what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Uh-huh. Right. So, that is, I mean, and this can apply to not just health, but any ailment or struggle that you have. This course I'm going to walk you through the pressure point of that. And we're going to work through it with the tools that I have learned from jujumama.com, and as well as my own training that helps to heal me. Because there's a lot of people that are suffering with finances that are sick, relationships, physical ailments, you name it. No matter what option you take to manage whatever dis-ease that you have, if you don't get that spiritual nugget in place and you do not boost your joy factor, you don't cultivate it and then know how to maintain it, you're on a hamster wheel. Point blank.
Yeah, it's going to make things more difficult when you don't deal with it. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's some powerful information. Can you hear me? I was having trouble with my sound.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, now Kenda, now before we close out, you're a best-selling author.
Yes, I am.
So I know we talked a lot about the joy factor, but I did a little research on you.
Okay.
And I came across your website, and I was able to find a book. And what's the name of your book?
For every love, there is a reason.
Okay. Can y'all see my screen?
Yes.
Baltimore owns right there. That's Baltimore owns.
I'm looking for the book title. There it go, right there.
Right.
For every love, there is a reason.
Yes.
Get it now, so they can go to your website. Where can they go to get this book? It
is on Amazon, and it is available in a paperback and as well as an ebook, and it also is a part of Amazon Prime, so you can get it in 48 to 24 hours, and it is a great read, and it deals with the different types of choices that folks make when it comes to love, and it also deals with the patterns that we learn from our parents and the idea of healing as well. It's a fiction book, but it is based upon certain things that I have experienced, and as well as different experiences that people that I know and I love have grown through. And I was so thankful to be able to author it and to relaunch it this year. So thank you for asking me about the novel.
Wonderful, wonderful. And that's going to be some good reading for everyone. So look, you also said that I heard you say before that it's also good for men. It's a good book. It's not a male bashing book.
Oh no. The course nor the book is a female only thing. I believe that the only way that we can truly heal is by coming together and understanding each other. When we isolate ourselves emotionally, spiritually, we become stagnant. When we are not in a realm of light, we wither. We lose our vibrancy. So that novel is a balanced dialogue about men and women learning to love each other, learning to love each other through their the lessons that they didn't learn.
Great, great. So, Kenda, share some contact information for people who want to contact you about your coaching services and your course.
Sure. People can catch me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Kenda Bell, and that's spelled K-E-N as in N as in Nancy, D as in dog, A and Bell, Bell. You can search my name. I am on those platforms by my name. And of course, you can go to my website, which is www.kendabell.com. And again, it's spelled K as in kite, E, N as in Nancy, D as in dog, A as in apple, Bell.com. And the course, if you go to any of my social media platforms, you can see the links, or you can always go to jujumama.com, and in the search bar you can type in the Joy Factor or my name, and the course should come up. And we're having an early bird special that ends April the 22nd, but it's still a great price, and the course begins May the 8th on Tuesdays, and we meet 1 hour every week. 5 weeks. I guarantee you, it will change your life.
The price.
Okay.
Mention the price here.
Oh, okay, no problem. It is $47, and I'm taking you through 5 weeks of some good teaching.
Real inexpensive.
That is $9.40 a week.
$47? Oh my goodness!
But it's going to go up. No, you cannot. And I am looking to go on tour. The Joy Factor is a movement now. I also have some t-shirts and other things because people need to cultivate joy. Joy is going to save lives, save marriages, save families. Cultivating joy is so imperative. And I thank you guys for having me. I'm so excited. So anyone that wants to contact me, they can go to those sites, and you can email me, Kenda@kendabell.com, because I want to speak to churches, organizations, groups, doing coaching sessions. You got it. Let's do this. The Joy Factor.
Yes. Beautiful. I can't wait. I can't wait for your course. It's definitely going to be a blessing. It sounds powerful.
You.
I mean, that name itself, the Joy Factor, we definitely want to increase that joy factor in our life. So, Miss Kenda Bell, we definitely thank you very much for coming to the Harmony and Strength show and gracing us with this interview. Definitely been a blessing. And we definitely want to thank our audience for watching the Harmony and Strength show tonight. We pray that you receive something beneficial tonight that you can put to good use towards your optimum living experience. And so we like to say good night to everybody, and we're going to close out with another sharing of our ad. Sweet and tight.
Thank you so much.
Experience the wonders of sweet and tight. We follow nature's way by going deep at the cellular level to pull toxins out of your body, leaving you fresh as spring. A freshness that carries the hypnotic fragrance of pheromones, producing a sweet surrender. When used regularly, this special blend of fruit extracts will allow you and your partner to enjoy the continued sweetness of your feminine nectar. Order now at www.qualityheartbeats.com.